You know, it was a totally different ball game than Wednesday night, and as I told the team after the game, and I'm not for sure this is that true. It looks like you know, you played so much better Wednesday than you did tonight, but if you really if you take the two teams into consideration, I'm not for sure that you know, the way South Dakota State plays, they're just not going to make you look good. But statistically, if you look at what we did, I think we did a really nice job. You know, one of the things we wanted to take away was, as you look back, them averaging 35 free throws a game the last 3 games, and you hold them to 18, then you had to do something pretty good. I mean, you held them 17 under their average, and I think that's important. The offensive rebounds, the first you know, 5 or 6 minutes, they had 5 offensive rebounds. That wasn't very good, but from that point on, we didn't do a bad job. Turnovers, you look at the turnovers, you know, but the thing that I was probably disappointed in is the energy that it looked like we had. And I think a lot of that's the energy our team had. I think the energy that the crowd had. I think a lot of things go into that. And you know, sometimes, as I said the other night, you may, because of the energy of the crowd, you may walk out thinking you played better than you actually did. Tonight, I think it's just the opposite. I think when we sit down and look at it, especially the way that they play, maybe we won't feel as bad as, I shouldn't say bad, because you never feel bad after loss, but you won't feel like you probably played as bad. And the style's what makes you, because they just spread everything out and spread everything out, and it makes it difficult for post people to go out and guard. Okay?
Coach, I think David Rivers had 9 minutes played on the season coming in. He gets 18 tonight and really does a great job, you know, with those minutes. What was the thinking behind?
Well, I don't know that David did a great job on what your you know, reason for saying great. I think he played well, but I think there's a lot of things, and I think David will tell you. I mean, offensively, he's got to get into better rhythm. But the reason he played so much is, I mean, Caleb Walker was up all night last night and all day, right till game time, you know, throwing up and sick, and you know, did not think he was going to play at all, and so somebody had to step up and get those minutes. So David did. We have complete confidence in David, but you know, we haven't had a chance to play a lot of those guys, and as I tell everybody, freshmen have to be patient. We've had tough games. Every game's been tough, but I know this. David does some really nice things, and you know, he's got to continue to learn what we're trying to do, and because one guy can hold everything down, and at times that was the case. But I thought the best thing he did is he brought energy. I thought that was more than anything.
Tony, 8 minutes against Oregon, 24 tonight, 12-6, just kind of come along a bit. And
well, again, you know, you take Caleb out of the lineup.
Is that a large?
There's a lot of minutes there. You know, again, as I've said to everybody, Tony McCray has been dealt a bad hand since he's been here. I mean, he's not been healthy. Out of the last 24 months, he's not even been able to dribble a basketball for more than half of those. Well, to compete at this level, it's difficult. And you know, but to Tony's credit, he continues to work hard. He continues to compete, and as you guys remember, just like I do, his last 8 or 9 games last year, he may have been our best player. But guys, he took off 3 months, you know, so it's going to take him some time to get back, and I think that's where Tony's at. It's thankful that he's been through it before, and hopefully he doesn't get frustrated.
Will Spencer help you close out the game today?
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to be his role throughout
Well, I
this year?
hope so. Hope we get a chance to close them out, you know. But as I've said before, Bo has a lot of confidence, and you know, you don't want to take his aggressiveness away. You try to, you know, there's 2 or 3 plays there that, you know, that you would like for him to clean up, and if we're going to be good, he's got to clean them up.
Where do you feel like you're at after this little run?
After these 5 games,
5 games.
tired.
Tired.
I mean, it's been hard on the players. It's been hard on everybody. I mean, as I said, it's not over with. We still got the next 4 games are just grinds. I mean, I don't know that there's, unless you were in one of the tournaments, that preseason tournaments, I don't know anybody that had just a regular season grind in their season like this is going to be. And, you know, as I told the team, some people, you know, look at South Dakota State and say, well, it's South Dakota State. Well, you know, they're picked to win their league. You know, they got some good players. So I think there's times that we've done pretty good. The one thing I think we got to be most happy about, and what we've struggled with in the past, besides the USC game, is we're scoring some points. And I think that's something that David and obviously Tony can do in that mismatch position. So, you know, we're scoring against good teams.
Has your offensive tempo been better the last couple
I didn't
games?
think it was today, but I think they had a lot to do with it. I mean, again, today you played against a team that did something different than anybody we've played, and that's they switched everything 1 through 5, and that makes it hard to get the ball into the lane. But we made our guys credit; they made some adjustments, and we didn't shoot the ball as well maybe as we've been shooting it, but still 5 for 14. That means we wasn't forcing things either, and you know, we needed to get to the free throw line more. We got there 18 times. I wanted to be plus 15 against them, and we weren't.
Doc, what do you think about an ACC team coming in here?
I think it's great. I think that's the thing that again separates the league that we were in, the league that we're in now. You know, it's just a grind with those kind of teams, and then you add, you know, the Pac-10 that was who we had a agreement with in the last league, and now you've got one with the ACC. And some people think, you know, the ACC over the last 30 years has probably been as good a basketball league as there's been in the country. Obviously, you know, Wake Forest, as I told the team, every one of those guys that's on their team was heavily recruited, I can promise you. Every one of them. And by the time Jeff gets finished with them, they're going to have a good basketball team. But I think that's what's fun about it. I really do. And, you know, looking forward to playing because you know that you're going to have to be ready against his team.
What kind of atmosphere would you want?
Same as we had against Oregon State. I mean Oregon, Oregon State, Oregon. I mean Oregon.
I mean, the students will be back.
Oh, yeah,
What are you
yeah.
looking for?
I'm looking for the same thing we had Wednesday night. They were the difference of us coming back from 15 down, and I think that they will play a large part in the success that we have this year. I really believe that.
Hit up tempo with Oregon's, and then you had today's game really spread around. What kind of game will Wake Forest play against you?
I don't know. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them at all. But that's not going. We're not going to play any different. I mean, we pushed it today. I think we scored 76 against Oregon and 76 today, and I would think, and I haven't looked at it, we probably had more field goal attempts. I don't know how many field goal attempts we had against Oregon. I forget. But so the tempo, we're going to push it. I mean, that's something that we've, you know, always done, and we're going to continue to do.